one must win situation. And what am I talking about? Okay, it's been rumored. It's been all over the internet. There's been all kinds of negotiations with money, and it's on now. It's happening this year. Rumored to be happening in September 16th of this year. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, the mega fight, the dream match that everybody wanted to see. And we're all just kind of wondering which douchebag is going to win this fight because they're both douchebags. Both of these guys are the kind of guys you would not want to be in an elevator with, the kind of guys you probably not want to work in a job place with, or the kind of guys that you'd want to knock out. You just couldn't do it because they're both really good fighters. Both these guys are basically kings of their sports. Floyd Money Mayweather owns boxing, and I didn't realize that this guy was retired, by the way, and because his last fight was just the most pathetic and horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's like it kind of conjures up images of Apollo Creed picking out his fighters on the original Rocky, and he just kind of just browsing through. Let's see which sparring partner I could have, and I could just knock around a little bit and just say I'm the best in the world, because his fight with Manny Pacquiao was just a pathetic excuse for a fight anyway. So he might as well pick somebody that can't beat him up, a loser or nobody, and it really worked for him because he retired. I didn't realize that he was retired already, by the way. And fast forward 2017, we got this fight now. Conor McGregor is UFC MMA's bad boy. This guy talks a lot of smack, and he could definitely back it up as well because both these guys, it's like you want to line them up. You want to get these guys to just knock them out, slap them around like a pimp or something like that. But everybody knows we would not be able to do that. So everybody's just kind of wondering, like, which douchebag is gonna win which douchebag in this match, in this fight. And I will let you guys know what my pick is to win this fight at the end of this video. So let's examine both these guys. Both these guys kind of remind me, okay. Floyd Mayweather has been compared to Kanye West, an equally irritating human being on the planet, and then Conor McGregor kind of reminds me of one of those wind-up dolls that just keeps talking. That just he kind of talks a lot, but he's able to back it up. He's irritating. He's like those wind-up toys that just keeps blabbing and blah 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 blah. And I think both these guys are pretty much in the same league because they're both southpaws. Both these guys are southpaws. They both like to play mind games with their opponents. They both like to talk a lot of smack. And let's look at the fight stats here. Okay, Conor McGregor is 28 years old. He has won 21 matches and lost 3 matches. 18 by knockout and losses by submission. Okay, we look at his fighting style. He's kind of like a southpaw. He kind of likes to keep his hands up, one hand up, and how southpaw goes, and he likes to play with the guy's head, and then he kind of just initiates an attack from there. And Floyd Money Mayweather, another guy who's very, very famous for the southpaw stance, he kind of likes to, dance around a little bit. He kind of likes to dance around a little bit. He's kind of like this a little bit. He kind of likes to, he likes to get down like a. And really, his fight with Manny Pacquiao was pathetic. It kind of reminds me of a chicken running from a thoroughbred or a Rottweiler or something like that. So I really think that this fight is going to be decisive. Hopefully, if it's not won by points, because we all got to. Most of Mayweather's fights are won by decision. Most of them by points. And he has, let's see his win-loss record, 49 wins, 0 losses. Ah, man, it feels good to own boxing, doesn't it? That way you don't have to really respond to anybody's challenge, and you can just duck fighters whenever you feel like it. And just pick out your own opponents and then just kind of just, have fun with it. You own boxing anyways. And he has 26 KO and 0 losses, meaning nobody's beat this guy, and I didn't realize that this guy was retired at all, really, because, like I said, the last documented fight, don't even know the guy. You don't even know the guy. He's basically a nobody. He decided, this guy has helmed his own career I have no clue how long it has been, but it's the easiest way to not lose a match, not get knocked out, and he's done it at his own terms. And I gotta say, both these guys are really good fighters. They're both definitely the best fighters of their generations. But there's a lot of bickering. There's a lot of talk because let's just say, okay, you're a fighter, you're used to winning. What are you going to be? You're going to be the most irritating person on the planet. Let's think about the most irritating person on the planet, and then just minus that or plus that with these two guys, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Both these guys are irritating to be around. But that is the mindset of any fighter because like I said, when you're used to winning your fights, that's the kind of attitude you usually develop. Every fighter's like that. I mean, anybody's been on a desert island for the last 50 years knows that boxing and mixed martial arts has not been around that long, but that when you fight and when you get into your matches, when you become this really good fighter, you're probably going to have an attitude about it. You're probably going to talk a lot of crap and just really irritate to the person to the point where they want to just murder you where you stand. Okay, all right. And my predictions for this fight, I really, it's multiple choice, but both these guys are really very low forms of life for me. It's kind of like the last year's election. All right, we're just kind of wondering which loser's gonna win. Should we pick out to win? And if I had, okay, let's just say if I had no choice, I had a gun to my head and I had to pick between one of these two douchebags, and I had rock paper scissors or something like that, and I had to pick out who's gonna win. All right, which is more irritating? Which would you not want to be caught inside of an airplane with? I think I would probably say Floyd Mayweather. All right, my pick for this win, my prediction for this win is definitely going to be Conor McGregor because I have seen this guy done too much to boxing. He's basically destroyed to me, he has destroyed the sport of boxing because we don't even have heavyweights anymore. And it's kind of revolved around him and he's basically holding it with an iron grip. So I'd rather have Conor McGregor, who's equally irritating to be around, probably win this match. If I was on a desert island and I would not want to be stuck, let's just say I was stuck with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather on a desert island, I would not want to be there. I'd probably commit suicide, jump off a cliff just to be away from both these guys. But my pick for this fight is definitely Conor McGregor because, like I said, he leaves no imagination for being irritating. But I'd rather see him finally end Floyd Mayweather's run as undefeated streak, whatever you want to call it. This guy is irritating, and I just want to see this fight. It's going to be really good, and hopefully, okay, those of you that watch this video, please comment on this video. Please subscribe to the Film View Network, and keep in mind that I don't just do movies. And this is such a event of such a magnitude that I had to cover it. Thought I'd do it. Hey, what the hell, right? You only live once. All right. Yeah. And I will see you guys real soon. I'm about to do another review coming up soon. Bye.